Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English Snack Bar.
We're so happy to have you with us today. This is episode number 34.
And today, we're diving into some super useful phrases for traveling, especially in a city.
That's right. We'll learn how to talk about moving around a new place and how to find your way.
Get ready to boost your travel English. If you enjoy our show, please give us a like and subscribe.
It really helps us out. Okay, Kevin, are you ready to learn?
Always ready, Jenny. Let's go.
So, Kevin, our first phrase is get around. What does it mean?
Think of get around as how you travel from one place to another in a city or area. It's about your movement in transportation.
Like using the bus, the subway, or even walking. So if I'm in a new city, I might say, how do you get around here?
Exactly. Or I love how easy it is to get around this city by bike. It sounds very natural.
Okay, I see. So it's about the method of travel too. For example, in Tokyo, you can get around easily using the subway system.
Perfect example. Or imagine you're planning a trip. You might ask a friend, what's the best way to get around Paris?
That's a great question for a traveler. What if someone prefers not to drive? They could say, I prefer to get around on foot because I like to see the sights.
Yes, or it's difficult to get around this town without a car. That tells us a car is almost necessary.
So it's about the ease or difficulty of moving and the methods used. Let's try a quick practice.
Okay, imagine you're in a new city. You see lots of buses. You could say, I think I'll get around using the bus.
Good. Now imagine a city with very crowded streets. You might say, it's hard to get around during rush hour.
Excellent. You're really getting the hang of how to get around this phrase.
Very funny, Kevin. But yes, it's a very common phrase for travel.
It is. So remember, get around is about moving from place to place in an area and the ways you do it. All right, Jenny, what's our next travel essential?
It's ask for directions. This one seems pretty straightforward, right?
Mostly. It literally means to request information about how to get to a specific place.
So, if I'm lost, I need to ask for directions. For example, excuse me, could you help me? I need to ask for directions to the nearest train station.
That's a perfect, polite way to say it. You're not just asking, you're asking for directions.
What if I'm a bit embarrassed to ask? Maybe I've been walking in circles. I could say, I'm a bit lost. I need to ask for directions.
Yes, that works well. Or imagine you're with a friend who is terrible with maps. You might say, don't worry, if we get lost, we can just ask for directions.
That's reassuring. So it's not just the act of asking, but the specific purpose, finding your way. Let's try a little scenario.
Okay, imagine you're in a big market and you can't find the exit. You see someone who works there. What do you say?
I'd say, excuse me, I need to ask for directions to the main entrance.
Great. Now imagine you're using a map, but it's confusing. You decide to stop someone. You might think, okay, I'll ask for directions.
Exactly. It's a very practical phrase. It's important to know how to ask for directions when you travel.
Definitely. It's a key skill for exploring any new place. So ask for directions. Simple, but so important.
Wow, that was a quick and useful session.
It really was. Today we learned two fantastic phrases for city travel.
First, we learned get around, which means how you travel from place to place in an area.
And second, we learned ask for directions, which is exactly what you do when you need help finding a place.
These are so practical. Now, for our listeners, here's a question. When you travel, do you prefer to get around using public transport, walking, or something else?
And have you ever had to ask for directions in a funny or interesting situation?
We'd love to hear your stories. Please share them in the comments below.
Keep practicing these phrases, everyone. The more you use them, the more natural they'll become.
You're doing amazing. Thank you for joining us today on English Snack Bar.
See you next time for more tasty English lessons.
Bye for now.